Y'all need come watch this with me. He discovered his father is sleeping with his girlfriend. Now he thinks the baby he has been taking care of is not his. Now he wants a back pay.
I'm here because I'm seeking back pay for the time I took care of my supposed-to-be kid. Over the last 2 years, I was giving my girlfriend, supposed to be wife at the time, $500 for child support.
Your son, it's your son.
500, and you're saying what?
I'm saying it's his son. He says supposed to be kid. It's his son.
But y'all slept together before she...
Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Let me regroup. Wait a minute. Wait. You're saying that he said, supposedly, you're saying for sure it's his son, but then he just said that you slept with his girlfriend. All right, back up. So, I understand from the complaint that you and your girlfriend were living in your father's home.
Yes.
So tell me, give me the background. Start there.
So I'm a teacher, math teacher, and I wanted to buy a house for me and my girlfriend. This is like as a supposed to be father, provider. I wanted to buy a home.
Right.
So I reached out to my dad and asked him would he allow me to just save up some funds for the time and to save up to buy a house. So I was staying with him about a year and a half. My girlfriend kind of fell on
5 years.
Sir, what did you just say?
5 years.
5 years? They lived in your home for 5 years?
I opened my home to him for 5 years.
Around 5 years.
Okay, because that's a big difference from a year and a half.
I was just kind of just letting you know where it started from. So.
Okay, so it started, all right. So now he comes to you and says, I want to save up some money, and you open up your home.
Happily.
For not only your son, but for his girlfriend. So what was the conversation? Talk to me about what the conversation was.
Well, my son wanted to get a home, and I want him to have a home. I've had the house for years, and he grew up in the house. Right. So when he brought that idea to me, I opened up my home. I want him to, save money, as much money as he can.
Good.
I didn't charge him anything. I did everything for him so he could.
When you say you did everything for him, tell me what that means. Utilities, food, what are we talking about?
Oh, everything.
Did they pay rent?
No, I did not charge rent. I'm a chef, Your Honor, myself. So, I cooked for him. I cooked for my grandson. I cooked for his girl. I did everything so he can save money because, the price of living today is quite expensive.
It is. I mean, we're living in some very challenging times with the economy. We are. And the fact that he's a young man who is a teacher, public school teachers don't get paid nearly as much as they should get paid for all that they do. And you're trying to save money. But yet you're in here suing your dad. So what's going on? Tell me what happened.
Yes, so around the 2-year mark, Erica became pregnant. I was overly joyed. It was my first kid, so I was happy to be a father. My dad was my hero. I looked up to him, everything he did, so of course I came to him with the news, excited.
So he comes and says, we're having a baby. You excited?
I'm very excited. I'm happy he's going to, get a home. He's starting a family. And it reminds me of, how I started bringing him up, having a home and a family. So I'm very ecstatic about it.
All right, your first grandchild?
My very first, yes.
All right. So now it seems like things are good. She's pregnant, you're excited, you're getting ready to be a father, and then what happens?
So 2 years, I'm raising little Martin. I named him after my dad.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So about 2 years went by, and I work late, like I say, just saving money, and I also do tutoring on the side. So
you have long days.
Yeah. So that's like my hours to get home, like around 6, maybe 7-ish. And I came home one day early because that day we didn't have tutoring.
Okay.
So I come home, and before I can get to the kitchen, I just hear Erica just crying.
Crying?
Yeah.
Why was she crying?
Well, so I stopped right there, and before I can enter into the kitchen, I could just hear her say, I believe he's yours.
Who was she talking to? She's talking to your dad?
My dad, Your Honor.
What was happening? Come on, what was happening?
Well, there's some deep secrets that I've been holding, but I didn't want him to know that.
Wait. I got this.
I've
been doing this a long time. I've probably been doing this longer than you've been in the world.
I'm sorry, I just try to keep my emotions in check.
So, deep secrets, what kind of deep secrets?
Well, like he was saying, she said it may be mine from a weak moment that she and I, Your Honor, may have had. And
Wait, no, you're being too vague now. Come on now. This is much too vague.
Well,
a weak moment may you have had. Did you have a weak moment? The question is, did you have sex with his girlfriend?
Your Honor, yeah.
What?
I
mean, the answer is either yes or no.
In a moment of weakness, yes, I did.
That's messed up. You know that's messed up. You know that's messed up. Come on now.
Like I said, it was a one-time thing in a moment of weakness.
I don't care if it's a one-time deal or a several-time deal. The fact is that you had sex with his girlfriend.
In the moment of weakness.
How is that justified?
Your Honor,
help me.
Your Honor, so we're waiting for him to come. Like I said, we were waiting for him to come. Many times he don't, show up for these planned dinners that we have.
Because he's working.
Sometimes he's working, sometimes he's hanging out with his friends. But the fact is that this particular moment, we're having wine. I made dinner. We're waiting for him to come to hand. And we made a mistake, but like I said, we're trying to move on from that. But I still believe that it's still your child. You don't have to worry about that.
How do you know that, though? How can you be so certain?
Looks
if
like
you had
him.
sex, well, he's your child. He's your son. I mean, we got the same gene pool. So you can't sit here and say, oh, because he looks like him. How can you be so certain that this is not your child?
I don't have a 100% certainty, Your Honor, because of that mistake. But I do believe we can move on from that because, like I said, it was a moment of weakness that got out of hand.
Only happened this one time?
Only one time. I didn't mean purposely for this to happen at all. But in the scheme of things, I still don't believe I owe him $12,000.
Why don't you think you owe him $12,000? Well, let's go back to why you think let's start there.
So during the time raising little Mark, I was giving my girlfriend $500 child support, just taking care of formula, doctor visits, all the child care stuff. Because
so basically you're saying for the time that you paid all the child support, that you think that your father should pay it because you think it's his child.
Yes, Your
But
Honor.
how do you know it's his child?
I don't know exactly. We haven't did a paternity test. Or
Yeah, well,
DNA
we
test
have
yet.
one here. We're gonna find out today. Any test that's been done. So
Your Honor,
after this happened, what happened between the two of you all?
We split. This is actually the first time in a long time I've been in the same room with my father.
Oh, Mercy, you were about to tell me something. What were you about to say?
Your Honor, I mean, I paid more, just in helping him out than $12,000. If you do want to see
Let me
this.
see that. So it's your theory that even if this child is
It's on
yours,
A.
that you don't owe any money to your son because you paid for them to live in your house.
Not only paid for them, I did everything so that he could save money. He should have more than enough to have a house by now. So
You definitely did more than enough.
So what's going on between you and the child's mother after all of this?
I'm still giving her a little child support.
Are you all together?
No, we're
Did you
not
all
together.
break up behind this?
Yes, Sean.
What was her explanation? What did she say about all this?
She didn't want to confess, like I said.
So you found out accidentally. You just overheard this conversation.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes,
and if
Your
you
Honor.
hadn't overheard the conversation, you would have never known about this.
No.
This is messed up.
this stain on the family caused by me, I totally take responsibility for. I didn't want to let this out because I knew how it would hurt. I hope it had never come to this, but still, I don't believe I owe him $12,000.
Lord have mercy. You all have been estranged. This is the first time you all have even interacted today in my courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so that means that you haven't seen your grandson.
I haven't seen my grandson.
Do you get to see your son?
Yes, we just working things out. Sometimes I see him in the weekend, sometimes during the week. This all depends, but yeah.
What do you think the paternity test is going to say?
100% is his.
What do you think? What do you think, Terrence?
I want him to be mine, but in my heart, I believe it's going to be my father's.
Wow. And what are you prepared to do if this is your son?
I will move on. If it's my son, just like I took care of my son, I'll take care of him and hope that, you know, my son can forgive me and we can just be a family. I'm not proud of that stain on the family, and I want to move on. So I don't believe that it would be my son, but if it does come out, then you'll have a brother.
Before I open this, so after you found out that day, she's crying, you hear her basically say that she's concerned that it's your father's child.
Yes.
What was the conversation between the two of you?
I had to compose myself. Of course, you know, emotions were high. Left back outside the house for a little bit, and later on that evening, I just couldn't sleep with myself, so I had to just confront her, ask her, just, hey, I heard you and my dad talking.
So, okay, so you didn't confront her
No.
Immediately?
No.
So you went and kind of had to compose yourself?
Yeah, because I didn't.
And so when you confronted her, what did she say?
At first, she was trying to beat around the bush a little bit and like crying, give me this sob story, but she confessed. She said, yes, it was a one-night stand, and we did sleep together.
Right. This is unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Wow. Whoa. I wasn't expecting this. DNA test is 99.99 conclusive that, Mark, you are the father of this child. Lord have mercy.
Son, I'm sorry.
I feel your pain, Terrence. I do. I feel your pain on this one. I do. You know, I'm a judge, but I am also human. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I didn't even know how to begin to say to you all that you all need to try to work this out and try to work it out. But you have to work it out because there's a precious child here. There's a precious child here. There's a precious child here who needs you, I've actually had a case like this, Terrence, honestly, some years ago. The man did not know for 23 years that the child wasn't his. He had loved this child. He had raised this child. He put the child through college. He was going to be walking her down the aisle, only to find out that this child was not his. And so as painful as this is today, the reality is that this is what you're doing. I don't know how you and your father are going to work this out, but I absolutely hope, I do, I'm telling you, I hope that there can be some kind of bridge, if nothing more than for this child. Because this is going to be a complicated conversation to have when this child is old enough to understand. It's going to be a very complicated conversation. But he is the father's son, and he is your brother. And what I do know is that he has to be loved and he has to be supported. Now, your father says he did all these things all these years, and so he shouldn't have to pay back child support. But you know, under these circumstances, I'm going to award the judgment of $12,000. I know that doesn't ease the pain today, but as a matter of principle, that's what I'm going to do. And I don't know what else to say other than to say we'll stand adjourned. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $12,000.
All rise.
Judge Hatchett has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $12,000.
Dad, you were my hero. I don't even know how I can even come around Martin again.
What do you think about this video? Please drop your thought in the comment section. Please like and share this video for others to see.